Today we're going to learn how to edit a video. This is my first foray into creating content. I really know nothing about video editing, and I've been talking to Claude, and we talked about some AI solutions. Claude recommended a few, and I chose Descript. Okay, so here's Descript, and when you click on over, you see your dashboard and the ability to make a new project. But really, we're learning together. I know nothing about what's going on. So let's click on New Project. Suppose I want a video project, and I'm supposed to upload a file. Alright, great. So I'm uploading the file. Looks like it's doing something. And let's see, your transcript will be ready in a few minutes. Great. So, there we go. It took about a minute and a half. Okay, and we're back, and looks like we have our transcript right here. And it looks a lot like my setup. Okay, so let's talk to Claude. Hey, Claude. I uploaded a video into Descript, and I see the transcript and the video output on my screen. What's the fastest way to edit this video? Is there a magic wand that will remove dead silence, for example, or sequences that are clearly filler, right? So basically, I want to lean into AI as much as possible. It's basically let AI do its thing, and then I validate. So let me ask AI how much AI I can use. I apologize, I don't have access to your screen or any video editing. I'm Claude. Well, I would provide some general information about video editing in Descript based on my knowledge. Well, that's kind of what I wanted, so that was a weird way to start the conversation. Descript does offer some automated tools that can help speed up video editing, including auto remove silence. Yes, let's do that. Word removal. Great. I promise you guys I didn't look into this, but I'm just kind of assuming what would I do if I could, throw AI at a problem. So studio sound, improve your audio quality, reduce background noise. I definitely need that. You guys hopefully don't hear it, but I have my wife in the background in a different room adjacent to this one, so you might hear that every once in a while. Overdub. Not for moving content, it allows you to make small audio edits by typing, which can be faster than re-recording, right? Yes, I read about this. To use these features, you'll typically look for them in the toolbar menu or options within Descript. The exact access may vary depending on version of the software. Feels like Claude is really not clear about what the latest version of Descript might be, which is interesting. And I think one of the downsides to having LLMs that don't seem to be, well, I'm making an assumption that this is not constantly training. Maybe it is, but can it train on the entire new internet every day? I'm sure there's a serious delay there. Maybe for another episode, just to try to investigate how much LLMs actually do know, since we're relying on them so much. For the most accurate and up-to-date instructions, I recommend checking official documentation. Well, yeah, but the whole idea is just to talk to you, Claude. I know that. Well, why don't you know that? Would you like me to provide any more general information about video editing techniques? No, not right now. Okay, so let's take a look. Remove filler words. Wait, remove filler words, digressions. So this looks like a magic wand that I was looking for. All the obvious cuts. So how much are we? Remove filler words, digressions, rather than obvious cuts. Edit intensity. Obviously, we're going to go for medium because we know nothing. All right. So let's see what it edited, and it looks like it's giving me the ability to check on the edits. In today's episode, we're going to try to use Claude to figure out how to best position my YouTube content. Yeah, this is good. This didn't make any sense right here. It's kind of incoherent. So, well, it says today and today. We're going to be setting up a YouTube account, so let's just start there. Can I do any edits? No. Okay. Fine. I'll have to edit it myself. Let's just look at the things that are removed and see if we hate it. We're going to do everything today except set up the YouTube account. We're going to be querying Claude and try to figure out what are the essential things that will get my content noticed. Oh, with a question mark. And help us make a serious subscriber list. So let's start. All right, you know what? Let's just apply edits to script. And we could also just copy to a new file. That could be a safe way to go, but it looks like you can possibly restore these, right? What does it say there? If I go like this, or dub, regenerate. Interesting. I wonder if regenerate will bring it back. There seems to be a bit of a lag. Might just be because of my video. What is Ask Underlord? Is that their AI? That's a scary name for an AI. Okay. Well, let's call that done for now. So let's just see. So let's start actually editing. Is there a way for me to go into edit mode? Here we go. I can write. So what happens is, if you're not in the writing mode, it uses all the other keys as different shortcuts. And here we want a space. Okay. So let's see how well you do here. That's interesting. It doesn't. All right. So we rewrote it. 2 words, 80 seconds. Okay, so let's ask Claude. Claude, I added words to the transcript, and now when video runs over them, I don't hear any words spoken. Is there something I need to do to get the script to understand, to use my voice to voice these written words? Let's see. I understand you're working with Descript and have okay, yes. This is related to a specific feature in Descript called overdub. Here's what you need to know. So this is the overdub feature. We did talk a little bit about it. Descript is a feature called overdub that can generate speech for text you add to the transcript. This feature needs to be set up before you can use it. To use overdub, you first need to create an AI voice model of your own voice. So we have to record a series of sentences so Descript can learn your voice patterns. To enable overdub, you need to enable it, and after setup, you can add new text. You should be able to right-click on it and select the option like overdub. Okay. So right now we have no overdub option. Let's see if it shows up here. Okay. So I don't see it anywhere here. Right? Now, while we're here, I wonder if there's any option to save, or are we saving automatically? Okay. So I like to set up overdub. But before I do, I need to save my project. How would I do that? Okay, that's easy enough. I didn't realize there was a file. Oh, there it is. So, and there's no save. So what is Claude saying, really? Do you see a save project here? I don't. There's somewhere else here. So let's tell Claude. It doesn't have an autosave feature. It shows the project was last saved automatically. Doesn't say much for me. If you want to ensure a specification save, you can look at save as option. Let's tell Claude. Actually, I don't see a save as option under the file menu. Can you verify if the script does auto-saving? So, okay, Claude is basically accepting that I should be questioning this, and that we do use autosave. So the script doesn't save changes. Okay. Thank you for catching this discrepancy. It's a good reminder that software interfaces can change. So how do we know that the Claude is actually correct? Well, this is what I usually do. Since we're working on a cloud application, which should be saving things to the back end, or maybe local storage, I can always just check. All right, and it looks like a lot of my changes are there. Great. So there should be some sort of auto-saving. Okay, perfect. Now, let's ask Claude, how do we set up overdub? I keep saying overdub. What page should I go to? I get it to overdub. Settings. Settings or preferences. Let's try that. And more. What else you got? And it's clear that Claude doesn't have a huge grasp on documentation for this. I need more help. For search function, that's what he's. Yeah, it doesn't know. It says as much. It's telling me all kinds of different ways I can maybe get started. Oh, well, look at this. This whole thing has a bunch of stuff. Very cool. A lot of features. A lot of different ways to get you to pay for the product. How about this? What would you like to do? Overdub. Okay. No result. Well, I asked the script, show me documentation on overdub. And it failed to find any. Okay, so let's see if that kickstarts Cloud a little bit. Interesting. It's saying that maybe my version doesn't. Oh, I see. It's typically available in paid plans. Well, that explains it. Again, another, I think, strike on the scripts part. I certainly would have provided the feature at least, or said that it's something I could upgrade to obtain, rather than just completely ignore it. But so now we know this piece is going to be muted until I pay for it. In fact, that's going to be a big problem, in my opinion. Oftentimes, if you're really editing on text, you're going to delete things, and then you're going to rewrite them. So right now, I'm kind of hamstrung. Okay. So Claudine. Right, so here again, I actually have to change this, and I have to switch. So I want to correct that, and I want to say it's Claude. And I want to correct every instance of Claudine to Claude. Now what happens if I do that? Yeah, I meant to say Claude and. So let's correct that to Claude and. And the funny thing is, what is this? Enter correct text mode. Interesting. If I do that, oh, it did seem to change it. Funny the first time it didn't. Let's see. Is it gonna actually? That's pretty cool. Let's try that again. Okay, so let's go back here. Nice. That's not bad. Okay, so if I go here, if you listen to this piece, there's a nice pause between potentially and train. Is there something I could do there? So it doesn't. So if I do what? What would place do again? I see. Oh well, hey, here's overdub. Let's train that sucker over here. So we found overdub, even though for some reason the original documentation seemed to fail. By the way, this feels a little sluggish as I'm using it. Sometimes I have to click things more than once. Okay, so overdub button is going away soon. You'll be able to change your words and record using regenerate. Okay. Overdub. Yeah, let's allow on every visit. I want Descript to create an official version. Record the statement below to train your speaker and authorize its use. For best results, read with range in your voice and tone. Let's try it. I want Descript to create an artificial version of my voice that I can use to create speech that sounds like me. I am training my voice by reading the following statement. Imagine a big blue ball spinning in space. That's our Earth. On it, there are tall mountains, deep oceans, and huge forests with animals. In cities, people talk, play, and work. We all have different voices. Some people speak softly, while others are loud. Every day we tell stories, ask questions, and share jokes. Yeah, I'm gonna submit it and authorize. Authorizing the speaker. Now let's see what happens to my overdub. By the way, I think this is great. They want me to upgrade and tell me how many minutes of transcript I have remaining. That's really clever. There's no way I'm upgrading until I fully use up my free version. Okay, looks like it's ready. Let's give it a shot. Could be worse. Looks like there's a ton of features here, and Claude seemed to kind of get it right. He was right about overdub, or she. It was right about overdub. It was eventually informative about autosaving. It also kind of gave me the hint that I should look for search, as it did say something about looking for a help or search function within the script and searching for overdub, even though that actually failed, but I think it was correct in asking me to do that. So I felt like this was a relatively successful training session with Claude on Descript, and even though it's clear that it's not fully confident that it knows which version we're on. So I won't bore you through the rest of this editing session. I think it's going to get a little bit tedious, but I hope you enjoyed just seeing how far we can get with Claude and helping us get started with Descript. It was nice having it there to hold my hand. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.